I want to scrap your mum respectfully. and
Are you okay? Nasra, I want to know if you're actually serious.
I'm dead serious. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm not serious? Nobody has ever done me dirty like that. Wallahi. But if somebody ever did me dirty like that,
Yeah.
I must scrap you.
So I saw this on TikTok and I was like, you know what? I saw this last night and I was like, you know what? I'm going to read this out to Nasra tomorrow. Okay? So here's the title. My husband turned into a psychopath for a split second yesterday and I don't know if I'm overreacting. Okay?
I'm scared.
So she goes, I want to say that my husband has never ever behaved like this before. This is the first time he's ever scared me and I have no idea what to do. I am 23 weeks pregnant with our first baby and we have been married for 3 years. I am 24 years old and he is 32.
Okay.
Bit of a gap. But my husband owns firearms and works in law enforcement and is trained to handle them safely. First of all, he's a Fed. I'm guessing they're American.
You know what they say about people that work in law enforcement?
You know what they say about Feds?
No, but genuinely,
Trigger happy.
You know, anyone that works in, there's certain careers. I think I was talking about this on TikTok one time, yeah? There's certain careers that you just don't marry. First one is lawyers. You just don't marry a lawyer. You just don't marry a lawyer. They'll make your life hard when it goes wrong. Just don't marry a lawyer.
Really?
Stay away from them.
I thought they're the best. They know how to.
bro.
They know the law. I don't know.
Yeah, and then they know the law how to mess you up later on when you decide that they don't want you to be their wife anymore.
Okay.
Right? That's number one. Don't marry a lawyer. Don't marry a police officer.
Yeah,
That's
corrupt.
the second one.
They're corrupt.
No, but because they say that people who become police officers are either bullies or they were bullied. Those are the one or two people that become police officers. It's very rare that you find one that genuinely wants to help.
Trip. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what was the third one? The third one was people in the army. Anyone in like army or military or anything like that. Because usually they get PTSD and they come home and take it out on you. Those are like 3 people. I'm sure there was another one. But there's like 3 people that you just don't marry them.
A lot of people say don't marry the athletes and the footballers. They'll cheat on you.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's if you want lifestyle and you don't mind being cheated on. That's your business.
There will be a side chick.
Multiple side chicks.
Okay, cool. My husband owns firearms and works in law enforcement and is trained to handle them safely. They stay in a locked safe at home and he has never once played around with them.
Okay.
All of that is for context. So, as for what happened yesterday, I was simply walking through the kitchen as I noticed my husband at the kitchen counter looking at one of the firearms. I didn't say anything, but I looked over at him, wondering what he was doing. He had gotten home from work, and right before this, we talked for a bit, we had dinner, and I took a shower. Everything was good and normal. As I looked at him, my husband looked up at me and stared for a second, blinked, and then picked up the gun and pointed it at my stomach.
Yeah.
With a completely straight face.
Yahoo!
Yeah. My heart dropped, of course, and I smacked the gun down. My husband then started laughing. But the split second of pure seriousness on his face was terrifying. I asked him why the fuck he did that, and he says, do you think it scared him? Talking about, I assume, the baby. I didn't know what to say, but tears welled up in my eyes. This prompted a half-an-hour-long apology and hours of comfort from him, with claims that he wasn't thinking, but also just joking.
Allah.
The look in his eyes scared me. The fact that he pointed the gun at me is terrifying. I don't know what to do. I'm so upset. I'm so distraught. Am I overreacting?
Furthermore, not even at you, at your pregnant belly.
He got the gun like this. Okay, what are your thoughts? Because, boy, what are your thoughts, Nasra?
So sorry. You married a psychopath.
You married a psychopath.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is tapped beyond tapped. You're pregnant. And he said, do you think that scared the baby? The one that's in the womb, who doesn't know what's going on.
This is already... okay, where do I start with this?
I'm scared.
Well, I was...
Why?
When I
Did
was
she
reading
even
that,
ask him why he had the gun out anyway?
That's the thing. She said it's usually in a safe. But she said she clocked him with it in the kitchen. She didn't say anything. But she was going to ask him, like, what are you doing with that? And then he just looked at her and just pointed at her stomach. And then he just laughed it off. But for that moment, like, she was terrified. What would you do in that situation?
It's giving Oscar piss story.
Oscar Pistorius, my
It's
God.
giving. He's gonna say he thought it was a burglar.
Oh my God, listen. He's a Fed. Yeah?
He'll get away with it.
He works in law enforcement. If he ever did anything to that woman, he'd get away with it, you know?
100%.
Because they back each other. It happened with that guy that there was a guy who killed a woman, a police officer.
What was his name? The one who killed the white lady. The
Was
young
it
girl,
him?
Sarah Everard.
It was during lockdown.
Yeah,
because
the
he
one
said
that
something like you weren't supposed to
she
be
was
outside.
from South London, and then he
Yes.
followed her,
Yes.
and she was walking home, and she wasn't even that far from her house, and he just nabbed her, took her to Kent.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Yeah.
Sarah Everard.
Yeah. Was it him that had like his boys backing him? Like his other, there's other police officers that were backing him, like trying to like I don't know, but they worked together. Or was it this other story where two black women got killed in a park? There was a police officer that took pictures of their bodies and it sent it to a WhatsApp group with other police officers, and they were laughing about it. I think that's what I was talking about. I think it's like they're in like a gang, yeah, and they help each other out. They help each other out. So,
Mate,
I personally don't think she's overreacting. I think that even if he was joking, why are you terrifying her for your own entertainment? That's even if you was joking, why would you do that and just say it was a joke?
Yeah,
That's not a joke.
I personally, the way that I see it is, if you were really joking, you would have pointed it at yourself. Like, you wouldn't point it at the other person. He
pointed at the stomach.
No, but the worst thing is she's pregnant, and he knows that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And stressing a pregnant woman out can have a lot of like bad effects on your child.
Mm-hmm.
This is your kid that's in her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you joke like that? That's not even funny.
That's not even a joke, though. I don't think that's a joke.
Was it loaded?
I don't know. She didn't say anything about him loading it.
He's finished.
But
And if she tries to leave him now, deep how much of a like misery she's gonna have.
Yeah, she would still be unsafe even if she decided to leave him.
He'll know where she lives
He
regardless.
looks like the type that would try and
and
look for her.
furthermore, if she reports him, she's reporting him to his colleagues, bruv.
That's what I'm saying. I don't trust the police, period. I do not trust the police.
Have you seen the TikTok that this guy posted the other day, where he said that he lives next door to a police officer, and he's a black boy, and he said that him and his girlfriend at 9:30 were playing music, and it wasn't even that loud. And he goes, 2 police officers showed up at his door and knocked on his door and said, "Oh, we can smell cannabis in this room, and we can smell cannabis in in the vicinity of your house, and also your music is too loud." And he was like, "Oh, well, who's complaining about it?" And they said, "Oh, don't worry about it." And he goes, "But I know that there's a police officer that lives next door." And they were like, "How did you know that? How did you know that?" And he was like, "If I was a Caucasian woman if I was a Caucasian male and I was with my woman and we were playing music, it would have been completely different scenes." But he said it felt like they were trying to intimidate me.
Yeah.
He goes, "It was 9:30 and we were just playing a little bit of music."
It's really not that deep, you know.
You live next door to a police officer. Of course they're going to use their power to intimidate you. Of course. But I'm only saying that, and I'm saying that furthermore, as someone who's only ever had good experiences with the police. I've never had a bad experience with the police. But I can still see how corrupt the system is and how wrong
It's corrupt.
that they do, how much wrong that they do. I can still see that.
It's corrupt.
I've only ever had good experiences with them.
You know what they did to my sister? She was driving home, and she said it was really late. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock. She was driving along. She wasn't speeding, nothing. She was just driving normally. There was a police car behind her, and he put the lights on. He didn't put the siren on, but he just put the blue lights. So she moved out the way, and he drove past. And then she continued driving. He turned at the first left. He turned, came all the way around. So as she's driving, he came back out in front of her like this. And then he decided to just stop in front of the car horizontally like this. And she said that she was shaking because she was like, I didn't do anything wrong, but like, I'm paro at the same time, right? So she's sitting there. She's like, what the hell? What the hell? It's like almost 1 a.m. She's like, what the hell does this guy want? Yeah. And then he's just standing there, just staring at her car. Like he's blocked the car like this and he's just staring at her. The lights are still on. And she's literally looking around thinking, is there someone else behind me? Like, what do you want? And then he just decided to do a Yui and he drives off laughing. And she was just like,
What on earth?
okay, you just wanted to terrify me for no reason. You just wanted to intimidate me. It's a game. It's a game to you lot.
That's very scary, man.
Well, she was really shaken up by that. She was like, what the hell was that? You just
What
wanted to
was
fuck
the
with me for a bit.
reason?
Yeah, what was the reason? But anyways, back to this story, yeah. Wallahi, when I read that, my heart actually sunk when she said that he just pointed the gun at her stomach.
That's so sad.
Oh my God, no, that would have really, really like shook me, you know. I can't lie. I don't think I could ever move on from that.
I really hope that's
Why
not
would you
like,
do that?
I hope that's not like the beginning of a whole bunch of intimidation and abuse. I hope.
Because she said that he's never acted like this, yeah? But all of a sudden, now that you're pregnant, he's pointing the gun at your stomach. It's given he doesn't want the baby. That's what it's given to me personally.
Yeah, but if you didn't want the baby, you should have said something beforehand. This is a life that you're talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
bringing a life into this world.
I don't know how Americans.
Very scary.
I don't know how they can sleep at night knowing that there's guns laying around in the house. Sorry, that's mad to me.
You know,
Maybe I'm just too British, but the guns in the house.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
If I was
crazy to
American,
me.
if I lived in America, 100%, I'd have a closet full of them. 100%.
I don't think I could do that.
100%.
I don't think I could do that. You know,
Because things are different over there, innit? It's more like for
different.
protection.
I get it.
You don't use it to intimidate people. It's more for protection. The laws are different over there. Here, if I'm laying in my bed and somebody comes in my house and tries to burgle me when I'm sitting in my
we're
bed,
fucked. Yeah, I know.
and I go and juke them and dead them off, I'm going to prison. Over there, they'll say to me, "You defended yourself."
No, you're not going to prison. What do you mean?
I am manslaughter.
You're not going to prison.
You are.
If someone burgles your house and you kill them,
Yes, you're going to prison.
since when?
Of course you are.
He came into your house.
You could still claim self-defense. You might get a lower sentence, but you're still going to prison.
Nah, don't piss me off.
100%.
Don't piss me
You're
off.
still going to prison.
Okay, but what if I fight that this guy was trying to kill me? If he's trying to kill me and I kill
If
him,
he's trying to kill you and you kill him, and let's say you've never done anything, you've never been in trouble with the police, you've got a clean slate, clean record,
and I've got evidence where
you
there's
might get community
self-defense
service.
wounds.
You might get
No,
community service.
no.
I'm
Nasra,
telling you.
Nasra, if I kill someone who's trying to kill me
It's
in my
manslaughter.
own yard, how is that manslaughter?
It's still manslaughter. It's
That's
still
self-defense.
manslaughter. It's not. It's still manslaughter.
He came into my yard. Okay, what do you want me to do? Just sit there, let him attack me?
Well, but I mean, if what you've done has resulted in the loss of their life, then
I'm deading him off. Are you mad?
you're still going to prison.
I don't give a shit.
You're still going to prison.
Actually,
in America, you wouldn't
Actually,
though.
I do give a shit.
In America, they'll say to you, "Well done, self-defense." They were trespassing on your property. Here, no, you're going to prison.
But in America, that's a slippery slope
It is a slippery slope, yeah.
because they will kill any black man they see and say
100%.
self-defense.
Walking past your
Do you
gaff.
get it? So
100%.
I have another Reddit story that's going to spin you.
You know what? I like these Reddit stories.
It's actually pretty fun.
Do you know what?
This one
I
spun me
like the
though.
Reddit stories, but I would rather our viewers send us stories.
Oh, send us something, yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, of
I'd
course.
rather it be like from somebody that watches us.
Email us. Honestly, I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to make it a thing. I don't want to just read Reddit stories, but this is just two particular stories that I noticed last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna read it. But
Even
send
if it's
us-
from an anonymous email.
send us things and we'll
Yeah.
read it out. Okay, so this one's gonna get you heated. My mother-in-law.
Oh! We've already gone downhill.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on, before you say anything, yeah? Did you watch Love is Blind?
Yes.
Did you see that chick's mum?
Jasmine's mum.
Oh my God. She stressed me out
Yeah.
the whole season.
Yeah.
Her mum stressed me out.
I was thinking, what was his name? Bobby. I was like, Bobby, run.
Poor Bobby. I
Bobby?
literally was thinking as well, Bobby, run.
But in the same breath, a little part of me was like, if my daughter brought some strange man that she met through a wall and all of a sudden they're married, I'd be like,
No, but it wasn't just that. Okay, cool, be concerned.
I get
Everybody
it.
else's parents are concerned too.
I know, but she was mean.
Get it.
She was mean.
Yeah.
She was mean. Yeah.
And then on top of that, the day before the wedding, you tried to convince her not to do that by saying he's broke. And then on top of that, you walk into the room when she's in her dress and you say to her, I don't want you to look better than me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving competing with your daughter.
Why?
That was mad. You know what else was mad? When she was like, Jasmine tells me everything. Jasmine will tell me everything that you guys go through. Every argument she's going to tell me. Because we have that kind of relationship. I was like, oh my God.
No, but it's giving you interrogate
Does she have
her.
a man? Huh?
No, it's giving you interrogate her. It's not giving she's coming to you with willingly with information.
No, but it
it's
looks
giving
like...
that you sit there and go, so what happened? And then what happened?
No,
Tell me now. What
Jasmine, I think Jasmine also kind of enables it. 100%. That's they look like they are very codependent on each other as well. But it's also toxic. That's what it's given.
It's very scary. I hope she's snapped out of this. And I hope that it's gone like... that's not going to be a future problem for them, especially when they have kids.
No, but now I feel like because people trashed it online, because she's on TikTok, this woman.
Ooh.
People trashed it online, yeah. So I think maybe she's learned her lesson, but now she's coming back doing up damage control because she's like, I love Bobby. I was just protecting my daughter. Like, I'm sorry it offended people.
It did not come across like that. It came across like hate your daughter.
It came across
and
like
you actually want to be her.
Yeah,
that's how it came
jealous
across.
of your own daughter, bro. That's what it's giving.
Okay, continue. Mother-in-law. Furthermore, I love Love is Blind. Can I just say? I
don't really like. It's
I
alright.
loved it.
It's alright.
Demi. We love Demi. Okay.
Yeah, I like Demi. I love Demi. I love Freddie as well. Freddie was
oh my
scheme.
God. When he said no at the altar,
I
stood up and I gave him a standing ovation. Yes. I stood up and I gave him a standing ovation.
She was dimming his lights.
The poor guy
Catherine.
was so happy, and then he just became so miserable. He was like, it's like she made him smaller, like
she
this.
She kept snapping at him.
He confined himself.
Yeah.
And you know what? When they were out shopping and he was busting jokes, I was cracking up at his jokes, and I was going, "No, he's funny." And then she was just there like, "It's not funny." And
she was so snappy.
Miserable.
I'm so glad he made that right. He made that decision. He made the right decision.
Yes.
Sam gets under my skin. And it makes sense because he's a Zionist.
It makes total sense because he's a Zionist.
It makes total sense. Yep.
And he didn't get a villain edit. I think he really is a villain.
I think he's actually tapped.
He's a villain.
I think I love you.
How can you go down on one knee and say to the person, I think I love you?
And you know what he said?
I love you. Thank you.
And Nicole's beautiful. Her and Benaya, gorgeous. I love her and Benaya together.
Me too. I
was so glad she ended up with Benaya. But when she chose Sam, I wanted to punch her through the screen.
But then Benaya wasn't giving her a lot.
He wasn't.
He was telling her, I'm not sure, this and that, I'm not ready.
Exactly. And Sam was chatting out of his ass. But when they first met, do you remember what Sam said to her? He was talking to the camera. You know when they do that confessional thing?
Yeah.
He goes, I don't care what anyone says, I think she's beautiful. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I think as soon as he saw that she was black, he was like,
I know that. I know. As soon as he saw she was black, he said,
100%.
My Israelites are going to be so angry. I can't marry her. I think I love you.
I think I love you.
I think.
Idiot,
but you know what? Can I just say, yeah, shout out to Benaya because he literally was like, it's okay that you made this mistake. I still love you. Let's get married.
Yeah.
I was like, my heart. But I'm not going to lie to you, the lovey-doveyness makes me feel a bit sick. I can't lie.
It looks too...
It's just too much lovey-dovey. It makes me feel a bit sick.
It looks too good.
But I love them.
I love them. Well,
I hope they have 10 babies.
They're both
little
so
mixed race
pure.
babies.
Yeah.
And I hope they're so happy. I hope they live like a million years together.
Stephen, he's broke.
I own a gym. I'm from Birmingham.
He's just a personal trainer.
How can
Sabrina?
You know,
I was actually rooting for Sabrina and Stephen. I thought they were perfect.
I swear to God, I was literally saying to myself when I was listening to him waffling, I was like, maybe not everyone from Birmingham is tapped. That's literally the first thing I thought. And then it turned out he was tapped, and I was like, why did I doubt myself? Stay away from Birmingham, guys. Stay away from Birmingham.
Yeah. Honestly, I fucks with Married at First Sight. That's my kind of show.
Okay.
You need to watch it. The UK one's coming out soon.
I haven't watched the UK. Is there a UK one out?
It's coming soon.
Okay.
Within the next couple of weeks.
I will watch it. I love Married at First Sight.
Love is Blind is nothing compared to Married at First Sight. The drama in that show.
The problem is I hate that it's on Channel 4. I'm a Netflix girl.
Yeah.
I love Netflix and how convenient and how easy it is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so fully with Netflix. Like,
I just finished
hate that it's on Channel 4.
I just finished the Australian one. So I was able to binge it on Channel 4.
Did you watch the one with
I've watched Bear.
What's her
Bear
name?
seasons.
Oh my god, I can't remember her name. There was one called Inez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that season with Inez.
Yes.
And then
She was tagged. Is she the one that cheated with another groom?
No, she wasn't the one that cheated. There was the other one that cheated. The blonde. I think she was blonde. I can't remember.
I
But
can't
she
remember the names,
cheated
but
with the other guy.
I remember the name Inez. I remember.
The one that was on the farm. She was on the farm with the guy that lives on the farm.
Yes.
And she was like, I don't like this.
Yes.
That
the
one was
homestays.
so funny.
I'm
I
telling
loved
you.
Married at First
Married
Sight.
at
It
First
was
Sight.
such a vibe.
The Australian one is 10
It's
times better
amazing.
than the UK one.
Oh, the Australians, you lot got drama.
The Australians are next level drama. It's so good. I just finished the latest Australian one.
I haven't watched that one.
My
You're making me
God.
want to go back and watch
I
all of
swear-
them.
Go watch it. It's on Channel 4, guys.
Inez.
watch
That season with that girl called Inez, she just wasn't giving him anything. I feel like he was really into her. And then she was just like,
She had a stick up her ass. I'm telling you, there's always one evil person in each series, but it's so good.
bruh.
I'm obsessed. But anyways,
Okay, let's get back to this.
let's get back to this.
Wait, hold on. Before you start, let me just get some crisps.
All right, snack break. Go on.
You want some?
Yes. This one's pretty long,
Go on.
but it's worth it.
Oh wait, pass me your crisp back. Let's go.
My mother-in-law tampered with my birth control, resulting in me getting pregnant 3 months postpartum. Not really sure what to do from here. That's the title.
Excuse me.
As in the uterus hasn't even fully healed.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
She just got a grandchild. Why would you do that?
Oh man, it gets deep. Like, listen here. Let me just start out by saying, if you know who I am, please don't say anything. I created a throwaway account to vent and cry and get support as anonymously as possible. I'm still very happy about the pregnancy, or at least want to be. I just need support. Thanks for understanding. Bless you, man. My husband, 22, and I, 20. They're young, man. Bless them. My husband and I welcomed our daughter into the world 18 weeks ago. She's a darling baby and really pretty easy as far as newborns go, except for one. She wasn't a son.
Damn.
My in-laws were obsessed with the idea of us having a son, to the point that they denied she was a girl up until the moment she was born. Why? Because the bloodline follows the father. If you don't have a son, our family name will die out because your daughter will marry a man and carry on his bloodline. So girls don't really count.
Oh no, are they Somali? Damn.
No, I don't think so. No, man, come on.
Hope not.
The day they came to visit in the hospital, my in-laws asked when we would be trying for another baby. As in, the baby just came out. We kind of just laughed it off, but my mother-in-law got more insistent, straight up telling us, y'all need to try for a boy. Over the next month or two, the conversation about us having another baby sort of tapers off into little comments every now and then. I had no problem ignoring them, and we had already told them it wasn't happening, so I just let it run off my back. Around this time, my mother-in-law started coming over daily for a few hours, watching the baby so that I could sleep, and also occasionally cleaning up for me. She'd be over unsupervised, anytime from 1 to 4 hours. Fast forward to present day, 2 days ago now, my husband poured me a mixed drink. And when I brought the cup up to my lips, I got hit with this paranoia and panicked feeling. I immediately put the cup down and insisted we take a pregnancy test. Sure enough, it comes back positive. We wait until the next morning, take a digital test, and again, positive. Based on LMP, what's that?
I don't know.
LMP, I don't know. I should have been about 6 weeks along. After getting over the initial shock, we were excited but confused. For several reasons, we hadn't been able to get hormonal birth control, so we'd been using condoms to make sure that they didn't tear. So we weren't sure how we'd gotten pregnant, but we were happy with the news. We decided we wouldn't tell anyone because we didn't want another baby stampede from his family, but I'm incredibly close with my sister-in-law, so I decided to tell her after swearing her to secrecy. When I told her, her eyes got wide and she started to water, and she asked if I was serious and if I was sure. I told her that I know my husband and I are young, but between us we make more than enough to support another baby. My sister-in-law bursts into tears and starts to apologise over and over. Meanwhile, I sit there with my mouth hanging open and I'm lost. She calms down a bit, and through her tears, she tells me that my mother-in-law has been poking holes in our condoms pretty much since we came home from the hospital. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
I'm sorry.
Let that sink in.
I'm so sorry. That is so tapped.
All because she wants a boy. Like, okay.
How are you poking holes in the condom?
Like, she's...
That is so tapped.
She claims my mother-in-law told her she did it, but she thought that she was just spouting shit because she was upset we didn't have a boy. And suddenly everything clicked into place. That's why the condoms didn't work, even though we were very careful. That's why she'd always shoo me off to sleep when she was around. And that's what she was doing when she was cleaning my house. She was snooping for our condoms. And she knew that I wasn't on birth control because I remember complaining to her about how my OB went on maternity leave and I wasn't able to find another one that took my insurance at the time.
Okay, this is America.
This is an America situation, clearly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so angry I don't know what to do. I want to go right over to her house and tear her a new one. So bad, I can smell my tyres burning in the blacktop.
Oh
I don't know what that means.
God.
What's blacktop?
Her car, maybe?
Probably. I'm also illogically angry at my sister-in-law for not telling me.
What?
How could you think this was a joke when she was so specific about everything she was going to do? Why didn't you warn me?
What?
I'm livid with my mother-in-law. I'm pleased with this pregnancy, but it wasn't my choice. It wasn't even an accident. It was her meddling because she didn't get the golden grandson that she wanted.
I hope it's a girl.
I pray it's a girl, bro.
I hope it's a girl.
I don't even know how to handle this. I want to scorch the earth, but I also still don't want his family knowing I'm pregnant. I'm not even 12 weeks yet, so the risk of a miscarriage is still uncomfortably high. The only bright side of this whole thing is it snatched my husband out of his mother's fog so violently, he's probably got whiplash. Personally, my pregnancy has soured a bit, so I'm really trying to hang on to any happiness I have about the pregnancy. If you have Irish twins of your own or are one, I'd love some positive feedback on this situation. Where do we go from here? And then she goes, update. First, let me clarify. I am 20 years old, not 18. I'm 18 weeks postpartum, not 12. 12 is when I would have conceived, given that I'm 6 weeks along. Second, I don't give a shit if you think this is fake. I honestly wish it was. If you don't have advice to give, I kindly ask that you take your judgment elsewhere. Now that that's out the way, here's the update. I want to thank you all for your support and suggestions. Having a plan makes me feel way less panicked and overwhelmed. Sadly, what my mother-in-law did isn't a crime, so there won't be any jail time or charges pressed.
Damn.
For now, game plan is NC with mother-in-law for me.
NC?
What's NC? What's capital NC? Non-contact.
No contact. Yeah. Probably no
Game
contact.
plan is no contact with mother-in-law for me, or growing baby once the truth is out. What?
Yeah, so she don't want to chat to the mother-in-law once everyone knows that she's pregnant.
Okay. Before then, I want all the proof in the world that she did this. I've ordered a hidden camera and I'm going to buy new latex-free condoms, claiming that I'm suddenly allergic to latex. Hopefully she'll poke holes again and I'll have video proof this time. Even if I can't use it to press charges, I want all the proof I have that she's not safe to be around, so she can't sue for GPR if the baby is a boy. I also have decided to change our family last name to literally anything else because I'm a petty bitch, and since she wants to act like an ass over this stupid name, then nobody gets it. I love that for you.
I love that for her.
As for my husband, he's willing and ready to do whatever I decide. Thanks again, everyone.
Whoa.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
I have a lot of things to unpack here. First of all, she's given birth to a beautiful baby girl, and all you fucking care about is the fact that she didn't give birth to a boy. I find that so fucked. You know that.
So selfish.
A lot of countries till this day, they kill off the baby girls. You know that.
You know what the worst part is, yeah? This poor girl is 20 years old. And she's just gone through a whole 9 months of pregnancy, given birth. And you didn't even think to do that a year in or 2 years in. Like, you didn't think to say, let me give her a chance to adjust to motherhood, having a newborn, and let me do that later on. You are so selfish that you've gone out of your way to do that to somebody who's just finished being pregnant. You know how jarring it is being pregnant? You just finished being pregnant and now you're going to be pregnant again. Not even 6 months after you just gave birth. Like, that's so deep.
The womb is still... Like,
she's so selfish.
Imagine if she had a C-section. That's what I'm thinking about.
She's so tapped as well. Well, how can you not control yourself as adult? What told her this is a great idea? What told her that?
I don't know.
There needs to be laws for stuff like that because that's actually so terrible.
What? That's terrible.
You went out of your way to poke holes in their condoms. You're tapped. You're finished. As Mohammed, what's his name? Mohammed Hijab. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. As he would say.
What would be the first thing you do?
Intellectually molested.
Yeah. Literally.
Ideologically molested.
She is intellectually molested. She is. She's finished. Do you know why? Because you can't control whether you can have a boy or a girl. That's one. So imagine if she just continues, wallahi, if I was that girl, I'd put my hands up and pray, Ya Rabbi, give me 5 girls.
Wallahi. Your lineage ends with me.
You got me pregnant.
Your lineage ends with me.
You won the battle. But you ain't going to win the war. Because I would end up giving birth to six girls. How about that?
That's so mad.
I don't even want a boy. Just to spite you.
Your lineage ends here.
What's the first thing you would do in that situation?
I think she's smart. I think it's good to record her.
100%.
Record her.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I've given birth to a second baby, we're scrapping. Facts.
Wait. We're scrap your mother-in-law. Are you scrapping her?
We're scrapping.
But you have to get the evidence first, innit?
You have to have the evidence first. Okay. Maybe I'll be over it by the time I've given birth to the second child. Once I've recovered, maybe I'll be over it. But then every time I think about what you did, it will just aggravate me again.
Well, I would aggravate
And she seems like the type who's going to be like, yeah, I did it, so what? If you've told your daughter, poke holes in her condoms, that means that you're proud of your actions. That means you're not going to apologise. That means you're unapologetic. That means you're going to be wrong and strong. Then we'd have to scrap.
Are you actually going to scrap
Respectfully, I'm going to have to tell my husband.
Are you
Respectfully, I need to scrap your mum.
Are you actually scrapping your mother-in-law?
We need to scrap. Wallahi. Because that would aggravate. Imagine what she's just been through.
No.
And you've gone out of your way.
Fucking pissed.
You're showing her that you're helping her and you're supportive, but really you're sabotaging.
Yeah.
And you're sabotaging on the low, and then you've told your daughter that you're sabotaging, and she thinks you're kiki and haha funny jokes. And now you've made me pregnant 3 months after I've just had a kid.
Bro. Yeah, that's.
And then I've told you I'm allergic to the latex. I've put them in the living room, put hidden camera, and I see you. Oh yeah, go have a nap. Oh, you must be really tired. Go have a nap. As if you're being nice. And you're really poking holes with a needle in my condoms. That's nuts. We have to scrap. We have to. I will scrap you, and then we can be cool again.
No,
you have to scrap them. You have to.
Once you scrap, there's no going back.
No,
there's no cool.
If you don't scrap, you don't get rid of the anger.
You touch your mother-in-law, you're done.
We have to scrap.
You can't go back to being normal after that. Come on, man.
We have to scrap.
Do you know what I would do? I'm sitting down with my husband, yeah, and I'm gonna say, what are we gonna do about your mom? That's the first thing I'm gonna do, yeah.
I'm gonna say to him, I want to scrap her.
What are we going to do? Because she did say she's lucky. She did say that her husband woke up to his mum's foolishness. Yeah, He woke up, so he's willing to do whatever she wants to do because she said he's fine with the camera and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would sit him down and I'm gonna say now it's time. After we record her, after that, once we get our evidence, she's no longer stepping into this house.
And if she steps into my house,
boundaries from now on.
Scrapping
boundaries. I'm not gonna lie. You're not coming back. And I'm going to pray to God, even wake up for tahajjud every single night, and I'm gonna pray for a girl. Because there's no way. And the fact that she said that if it's a boy, she's gonna change the family name. Good. I would do that too. You're having my surname. I don't care.
Facts.
But
Big facts.
I don't think I'll scrap her.
Bro,
I don't think I'd put my hands on her.
Now, deep it, yeah? Imagine she's had a great first pregnancy. Imagine the second pregnancy is
Rough.
hard, rough,
And she's got a baby to look after.
difficult, and you've got a baby.
She's pregnant and she's got a 3-month-old.
Bro, I'll have to sit I'll have to sit her son down and say to her son, I want to scrap your mum respectfully. and
That's not going to
and
go
if
down
she
well.
provokes me, I'm scrapping her.
Are you okay? Nasra, I want to know if you're actually serious.
I'm dead serious. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm not serious? Nobody has ever done me dirty like that. Wallahi. But if somebody ever did me dirty like that,
Yeah.
I must scrap you.
Yeah, because you actually, you know
I
what?
must.
When you actually deep it, you're actually fucking around with my body, you know.
Bruv, my blood is boiling right now.
My body, like
My
you're
blood
fully
is,
getting
I'm
me
hot.
pregnant. Like,
My blood is hot.
you know, it's actually mad. And also, what I don't like is how you're completely dismissing the child that I did give birth to, who was a girl, but because she's not a girl, she's not really good enough. That's actually mad.
I'm
to
not
me.
even a violent person.
I want to.
wallahi.
I'm curious to know how she treats the baby girl. You know.
I'm not even a violent person, Sawiya. But genuinely, if you did that to me, you deserve to be scrapped. Wallahi. You deserve a beating.
No, for facts. I
The
hear it.
beating you receive will be
I'm
tantalizing.
too much of a pussy to be doing that. I don't think I would actually do it. I can't imagine myself fighting like an older woman, especially my mother-in-law. I can't imagine it.
Well,
I can't
listen,
imagine it.
Just one swing at her, I'll be cool with that.
No, but there would be other ways for
One
me.
swing.
There's other ways for me to seek revenge, and that's like maybe actually exposing the video camera, sending it to the whole family, saying, "Look what she's doing." That kind of humiliation, I could get behind that.
Yeah, but that's
But
not going to
physically
change.
scrapping-
Do you know what it is? That's not going to change the fact that she's done this to you. Scrapping her is not going to change the fact that she's done this to you either.
Exactly.
But at least you get some sort of satisfaction out of it.
My satisfaction is exposing her.
No, but
I
you
would
can do
be
both.
I'd be happy with that.
I will expose you, and then when you bug out at me, I will scrap you. How about that? But no, genuinely, Sawiya, something like that, the person deserves to be scrapped. Wallahi.
No facts.
I'm not even a violent person.
I'm already sleep deprived, and you got me pregnant again.
Again.
And it's not even guaranteed that I'm gonna have a boy.
No, but the worst thing
My
is you've
God.
taken my autonomy
Exactly.
away from me. Because my choice with my husband was that we were going to use condoms and that we were going to wait.
Yeah.
And that maybe we'll think about having another child. You've taken my whole choice away from me. You deserve to be scrapped. Wallahi. I'm being dead serious.
Wow. I hear it.
He can't scrap her. That's his mum. But I can scrap you.
Are you willing to risk the relationship with your husband?
Yeah, but which is why I'm going to tell him beforehand.
Okay, but do you think he's gonna be like, yeah, go on, scrap my mum?
No,
do you
of
think
course
he's gonna say that?
He's not going to be cool with it.
There's
Maybe.
no point even telling him that.
Yeah, of course. But then one day I'm going to bump into her at a family gathering. And then one day she's going to say to me, well, look, we got our son anyway. And then I'm going to scrap her. So regardless, it's going to happen either way. Imagine if it is a son and she goes, ha ha, I got what I wanted anyway.
I know. I think
Yeah.
that would piss me off.
So yeah.
That smug look.
But like, you have to. One time for the one time. You have to. If in that moment she
I'm
says to you,
sweating.
ha ha, my family name is continuing.
Aye.
Bro,
That would fucking heat. That would get me heated, you know.
I'm already heated and it hasn't even happened to me.
Oh my God.
Listen.
You know
nah.
when I'm having that conversation with the sister-in-law, and she goes, "Oh, you know what? My mum actually did mention it." I think I would have slapped her.
No, but she was crying. She was sad. Because she couldn't believe that her mum did that. So she was sad about it.
I would have slapped her.
She didn't do it. She doesn't
I don't
deserve
give
to
a
be
fuck.
slapped.
All of you need to fuck off.
No,
man.
she doesn't deserve to be scrapped.
Listen, at the end of the day, her mum was insisting that she has another baby from the day she was born, yeah? From the day the baby was born. The sister-in-law knew this.
Listen. She
I'm
thought
so
she was
sorry.
joking.
But how could you think it's I know what you mean by that, but like, just out of pure frustration, I would at least scrap the sister-in-law.
Yeah, but the poor sister, you don't shoot the messenger.
I don't give a
You
I
don't
don't
shoot
give
the...
a- I
She's
don't
just
give
the
a fuck.
messenger. But she could have chosen not to tell you as well, so deep it. She could have... the sister-in-law could have chosen
I
not to tell
appreciate
you.
you telling me.
She doesn't deserve to be scrapped. The culprit deserves to be scrapped.
The mother-in-law's so dumb. Why are you going to tell people what you've done? Why are you opening your mouth? She could have gotten away with it.
You know, this is why I'm saying to you, she's proud of it. It's giving that energy of like, yeah, I did it and what? People with that energy,
Needs to be scrapped.
they need to be scrapped. Wallahi.
Facts.
Violence sometimes is the answer. Sometimes.
No.
Because, you know, I remember when I was a kid, yeah,
You crack me
I
up.
remember when I was a kid, yeah, and there was this one girl at the play center that I used to play at. There was this one girl, yeah. She literally she was like asking for it, yeah.
Yeah.
She was asking for it.
Okay.
She was bigger than me. She was wham. She was strong, and I remember I was short and chubby and like just little and like cuddly, yeah. And I remember looking at her thinking one day like, you're asking for it, like you want to fight me. And I remember thinking like, because obviously I'm an only child, I couldn't say to her, I'm gonna call my brother on you, I'm gonna call my sister on you. I couldn't do that.
For yourself, bro.
So one day, while I got heated, me and her, we scrapped it out in the playground and the play center.
Mm-hmm.
We scrapped it out, rolled on the floor. I headbutted her, she headbutted me. We banged each other, like we scrapped it on the floor. After that, we became friends. Well, like, after that, we're cool. I still see her till today, and I give her a hug. How you doing? Are you alright? But our friendship formed after we scrapped. Why? Because
you let out your frustration.
There's a respect after you try to trigger someone and then they beat your ass. Facts. Or you beat their ass or you beat each other's ass. Mm-hmm. There's a respect level that forms after that. Sometimes and then you can be cool.
Sometimes you just need to scrap.
So I'm willing to be cool with the mother-in-law after I scrap her.
I don't think she wants to be cool with you.
Oh, that's not my business. You shouldn't have put holes in my condom.
I know. But
you know them ones?
The way mother-in-laws are, the way they move. I don't see her.
We can be cool. You can have a relationship with
her ever
the children.
saying, yeah, we could be cool after she just beat the shit out of me.
No, but we can have a relationship for the children after I scrap you. Wallahi. I'm cool with it after that. But first I need to get I gotta get my lick back. I've got to get my lick back somehow.
I think I would scrap her if I had a boy.
If you had a boy, I think after that,
if I had a girl, I would actually celebrate it. Because it's spiting.
Okay, so if you had a girl, maybe I wouldn't scrap her then.
Exactly.
But if I had a boy and she said to me,
actually came,
I succeeded, well done me.
God.
We have to scrap. We have to. It's a must that we scrap. Wallahi. And the husband will know this. He will know this. I want to scrap your mum.
Okay, what if he says to you, touch my mum, and our marriage is on the line? Like, it's. Are you willing to risk your marriage? That's what I'm saying.
In that case, yeah, if I can never scrap your mum, listen, if my mum did that, yeah, to her son's wife, and her son's wife said, I'm going to scrap her, that's your business. You shouldn't have done that shit. You shouldn't have done that shit. Wait, you're going to get scrapped. That's your business.
So wait, if you were the sister-in-law, innit?
I might jump in if she's winning. Yeah, of course, that's my mum.
So let's say you were the sister-in-law, and you went to your brother's wife, and you guys are cool, and she tells you what your mum did, and you were in that same position,
and I was the sister-in-law.
She ends up scrapping your mum. Are you jumping in?
100%. First I'll give it a couple of minutes. My mum deserves a little bit of a beating, but I hear it. You know them ones. She's within her right to scrap her. Do you know that's how I'm looking at it?
I understand.
I would jump in if my mum is losing.
I get the anger, but I would stop the fight.
Yeah, but then she'll need a couple of licks at least.
Would you want your mum to be in a fight with your sister-in-law?
No, but listen, if my sister-in-law is like me and she says, after I scrap her, we'll be cool. I'll say, Mum, you got to take one for the team. Otherwise, you shouldn't have done what you did. Take one for the team. This is the consequences of your actions. Mm-hmm. That's how it has to be. I like? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then now, if my husband says to me, our marriage is done. If you touch my mum, if you lay a finger on my mum, our marriage is done. I'll say to him, how about this? If I set eyes on your mum like this, our marriage is done. So if you bring your mum around me, if I see her with my two eyes, I'm going to scrap her. And then we're going to have no marriage. So it's up to you to make sure I never set eyes on your mum.
Right.
Because I've done that before a couple of times, where somebody's done me very dirty. And I've said, Ya Allah, if I set my eyes on this person, I'm scrapping them. And Allah has never allowed me to meet that person again.
Wow.
I've never been allowed to meet that person. And I've been in the same places that they've been in.
Wow.
I've been in the same like spots that they've been in.
It's on site.
It's on site. If I see you, I'm scrapping you. And wallahi, I've never met that person. Allah made it so that I never cross paths with them ever again. If I set eyes on your mother like this, we are scrapping. But I would say to him, I'll be cool with her after. We'll be cool after. But I need to release this anger. And this anger is specifically for her, specifically for this situation.
Oh my God. That's good though. You're setting boundaries. But she's also never coming into your house, which is a win.
No, not even coming into my house. I don't even want to see her in
You don't
Tesco.
want to see her.
I don't even. You better call her. Make sure you're not in Tesco at the same time as me. You better not. I don't want to see her with my eyes like this. Because you know that will just bring back all the hanak and all the rage. I'll just park the pram, put it on the you know the lock,
Yeah.
and then it's all right. Come give me a hug.
My God.
I know that sounds wild, but I'm sorry. That's the way I'm gonna deal with that.
No, that actually it really made me angry, man. Because I mean, we've had kids in it. We know how it's like. The first couple of months is brutal. Your worst fear is getting pregnant again. Like, do you know what I mean? No one wants to get pregnant 3 months after they've given birth. I'm sorry. No one actually wants it. It usually happens as an accident.
That's so sad. And then now you found out that someone did that to you on purpose.
They went out of their way to do it. That's so...
And you know what the worst thing is? It's not like she came to your house, said, let me just use the toilet, and then did it in the toilet and then left.
She's telling you,
coming to help
bed.
you.
She's coming to the...
She's with the disguise of this is just deception. Do you see what I mean?
It's
like, the more you look into it, the worse it gets.
It's her saying, go to bed, so that she can go and poke holes in the condom. It's her saying, let me clean the house for you, just so that she can... It's a whole level of deception, man. It's, yeah...
Do you see why she needs to be scrapped?
She does need to be scrapped.
We have to scrap. That's the way to deal with it. That's the only... Sometimes violence is needed. That's the only way to deal with it.
I hear it, man. She does need to be scrapped.
She should never have done what she did. Never.
She needs to be scrapped.
And if she did do it, I could be more forgiving if it was 2 years down the line. I could be more forgiving if it was like 3 years down the line. If you
At least
waited,
give me a gap.
If you... That's another thing.
At
It's
least
the timing.
give me a gap.
That's another reason why she needs to be scrapped.
3 months in. When I'm still
gave birth.
When I'm still sleep
You're
deprived.
still you just gave birth, bro.
Yeah, we're scrapping.
You have to. That's the only way to deal with it. You have to.
You know what, Nasra? You sold it to me,
My
man.
logic, you have to. That's how I see things.
I was finding it funny, but now she's pissing me off. She's pissing me off.
The more you look into it, and then imagine on top of that, your hormones are still not right. Your hormones only get right after a year after you've given birth. Yeah, your hormones are still not right. She could be in postpartum depression.
She could already
and then now you're pregnant.
Imagine, she didn't even go into detail with her pregnancy, but imagine she had issues with like her blood pressure and like, imagine she had preeclampsia. Imagine she even had a C-section.
Brother.
Can you imagine? You're supposed to wait 2 years.
I could be more forgiving if it was far down the line. If it was 2 years down the line, I wouldn't scrap her. I'd be angry, but I wouldn't scrap her.
Yes, exactly. Well, that is the timing.
I would never scrap her if it was
timing.
2 years down the line.
3 months postpartum, when I read that, I was like, oh. 3 months.
Literally let me give birth. You let me come out of the 40 days, and then you started poking holes in my condoms. That's what it is. Because she said she would have got pregnant from 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. You just finished bleeding. Mm-hmm. Is it bleeding? You fucking blind. Like, it's so deep.
Why are you coming fast? No,
Why?
man. Listen.
Her son was coming fast, and it wasn't supposed to go past that.
Bro.
It was supposed to just stay there. And then you've created this situation now where she's now in another 9 months of stress.
While she's
with
got
a newborn.
Baby, with a newborn.
Who's probably still breastfeeding.
Yeah, you know what?
That's so deep.
Let me give birth to this baby, man. And then it's me and you.
Let me give birth to this baby.
And
let me
will
heal.
Put my hands up to the... I will wake up every night, the third part of the night, tahajjud. And I will pray and pray and pray that Allah blesses me with multiple girls. You will not be satisfied. Multiple girls. Do what you can. Do your worst. I have God on my side.
Oh, mate, I can't.
Listen.
I can't. My blood is boiling.
Yeah, I had to read that out to you because I was like, yeah, that is mad. That is actually mad. If you guys actually enjoy us reading stories, let us know.
From when you said mother-in-law, I knew the story was going downhill. Yeah. I knew it.
When I saw my mother-in-law tampered, I said, yeah, I'm done. I am done. Yeah, it's mad. Alhamdulillah.
Respectfully, I hope she scraps her.
Alhamdulillah, I don't have to worry about bad mind in-laws.
Say alhamdulillah, wallahi.
Those who go through that.
Allahumma barik.
Those who go through difficult in-laws, I pray for you, man. I really do. You're in my thoughts. You are in my thoughts, but we have to wrap up. This was a fun episode.
You could always scrap her and be a single parent. If you're going through that.
If you're ready to be a single parent with 2 kids, yeah.
Scrap them. I'm joking. I don't promote violence. I'm a sweetheart. I don't promote violence.
No, but that really... Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Because
She
that
needs
really...
a little...
Why? That... Low-key, she needs to be humbled.
Humbled, wallahi.
She needs 1-2 slaps.
She needs a couple of black eyes.
A couple, mad.
A couple. Left hook and a right hook. Wallahi.
And an uppercut.
Uppercut. Maybe break the nose a little bit. Mash up the nose.
Crazy.
Not as far as a pavement. Not as far as that one.
Yeah.
Because that detrimental effects on the face.
Yeah.
But definitely a couple of swings. Definitely.
Yeah.
Consequences of your actions. But yeah.
That's crazy.
Please like and subscribe and comment. And don't come for me in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want us to read any more stories.
Also send us some stories.
Send us things as well if you guys want to talk about certain things. Or if you have interesting stories about your life, send it to us. Dilemmas and that. But anyways, bye guys.
Bye.